YouTube Live number 42. Happy holidays. We're going to get this thing going. A lot of great folks here already. My brother, Yellow Feet Purple Christine, AO7's here. My goodness, AO7. AO7's been with me for a long, long time. Happy holidays. I'm going to, oh my goodness, I got a lot of stuff tonight. Let's have some fun. I want you guys to chat. Kyle's here. My buddy Kyle. Kyle Bly and I go way back. Kyle's, hey, to you guys, happy holidays. Start with the Web Wilder Credo. Work hard, rock hard, eat hard, sleep hard, grow big. Wear glasses if you need them. Let me know if the sound and pictures. Kitten Mitten, I forgot to say hi to you. Thank you for being here. 8,780 subscribers. 3,840,003 views. We're creeping up on 10,000 subscribers and 4 million views or however many. I don't do those numbers to boast. I do those numbers to show everyone that we're just growing this thing. All you people that come here on Monday nights and believe in what I'm doing. Christine is and Kyle and AO7 and my brother and everyone. I appreciate it. Let's roll on. I said tonight's a Christmas special, but I want to point out that, obviously Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I even have, and this is true, I have a friend that is a Jehovah's Witness. And every year for the last 4 or 5 years, I send her on Sunday, I'll send her a text and it'll just say, Merry Sunday. For those of you that don't know, Jehovah's Witness, they don't celebrate holidays. So for the last 4 or 5 years, I just send her Merry Thursday, Merry Friday. Now, that's just wrong. My 95% Black, and remember anybody celebrating Kwanzaa. You're not even spelling it right, my God. Come on. I want to take a second real quick. Thank Johnny YouTube, Ghost Malone, Kelly Carpenter, batch of folks have been, been very nice to me. Blonde goes into a sex shop and she's looking at the dildos and she's looking and finds, I want that red one. Guy says, ma'am, that's our fire extinguisher. Brittany Griner got out of Russia. They released her. And the only question I have, because I saw that she's going to play, she said she's going to play, I think, for Phoenix, the WNBA. And I don't know. The only question I have is she going to stand for the national anthem? Because if she doesn't, ship her ass back to Russia. Get that other guy out. Get him out. What is black and sits at the top of the stairs? A disabled person after a house fire. Now that's just wrong. That's just wrong. I did a story this week about Wagyu beef, and there were 2 parts of that story that amazed me. If you didn't see it, they actually bring out a card and it tells you the cow's name, when it was born, and all this. But the part that got me, it's $32 an ounce. Now, let me break that down for you. If you get a 12-ounce steak, it's $384. $384 for a steak. If you're a big boy like me, a 16-ounce steak would cost you over $500. So now, for that kind of money, I want a baked potato. I want some accoutrements to go with my steak. $32 an ounce. 32. Oh my God. I love you. What does it say? Let me keep going. What does Bill Cosby and Santa Claus have in common? They only come when you're sleeping. uh, Speaking of Santa Claus, I did a story on Friday. Yeah, Christine, if you never heard that joke before, I love that joke. Purple bananas. Johnny YouTube's here. My goodness. Johnny, I mentioned you in the beginning. He did a video today about me pooping my pants or something. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Anyway, speaking of Santa Claus, I did a minute Friday, and just so you're clear, yes, I did get into a fight with a Santa Claus once in the mall. Have a great rest of. Where you going, Yellow Feet? We're just getting started. I got a lot to go. Yeah, I got into a fight. Today I spoke to Crispy Ducky, who's been with me a long time, and he said how much he loved Home Alone. And I said, yeah, I got into 30 years. It was 30 years ago that the Home Alone 2 soundtrack. So I thought, damn, 30 years ago, I got into a fight with Santa Claus. Someone told me that they have bed bugs. And they asked me, what should I do? Well, I said, sleep tight and don't let them bite you. This is a section here where I promised that I wasn't going to do political stuff. But I posted a video today on my YouTube community section of the border. And it just showed people, Mexicans, whatever, just, whatever, people, just coming in. They cut a hole in the fence. And I've seen enough that in El Paso, they're just coming in like entitled 42 and this and that. And I just want to say that Kamala Harris, the last I heard, Kamala Harris is in charge of that shit show we have going on down there. And I guess the reason it hits the nerve with me is because I have a friend whose family is going through it. She's up in Canada, her father's in the U.S. They're trying to. There's a right and a wrong way to do shit, and what's going on there. And one other point, and I'm going to get off this, but it just pisses me off. I do comedy, but there's shit that pisses me off. That old battle axe on ABC, Martha Raddatz, has to go. ABC News and Martha Raddatz, as long as she's on, when I see her old battle axe face, if someone is going to do the news, then be fair. Don't just, she cried the night Trump got elected, and she hasn't changed her. She was blaming Abbott and Trump and everyone else about what's going on at the border. Are you shitting me, you old battle axe bitch? I'm sorry, Martha Raddatz has to go. I'm done. I'll stop on that rant. But Martha Raddatz, report the damn news and don't sit there and slant. Oh, Republican or all. I try to be fair, but what's going on at the border between Kamala Harris and whatever, there are people. I have a flag behind me. You believe in something. There are people doing it the right way. You don't just sneak into the goddamn border. Thanks, Chris. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do comedy, and I want to have fun, but there's shit like that Johnny, you said it last week. You like it that I get to flare off a little bit. You're a comedy minute quickie. There's more than that. The minutes and the shit that I do are as important. They're more important than those damn quickies. All right, I'll stop. I better take a drink before I. You know what? Now might be a good time to come up and see what everybody's saying. Somebody's got to pick all of our food. That's it. Oh, now I almost did a ton of Mexican jokes tonight, but it's not just Mexicans. It's the border's insane now. Like I said, if you didn't see it, Go to my YouTube community section. I posted a video from the New York Post that I saw this morning, and I watched no less than 50 people go through a hole in the fence right into the U.S. Welcome to the United States. There you go, buddy. What is the Grinch's favorite band? The Who. What kind of shoes do you wear in the ice? Slippers. A few weeks ago, I did a thing. I told you guys about Snoop Dogg and Master P putting out a cereal called Snoop Loops. And I saw this week that they have to change the name. Apparently, Kellogg's, they're not saying it, but they have to change the name. Snoop Loops is too close to Fruit Loops. So they're going to change the name to Snoop cereal. There's like 3 flavors. I didn't find out if they're going to have like CBD. If they give it to your kids, send them to school. I, 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 I think it's funny that Snoop Dogg has branched out to, Corona commercials, everything that Snoop Dogg does. Hats off to him. Did you guys know that having babies is hereditary? If your parents didn't have any babies, there's a good chance you won't have any. A St. Louis man, this is true. I don't know where I find this stuff. Well, I do, between Daily Mail and New York Post and Yahoo, and I'm always searching for stories that are, sometimes I did a story this week about a guy hitting his wife with a Christmas tree, and I caught a lot of heat about that I was glorifying domestic abuse. And I wasn't. I just found it so crazy. Why don't you beat her with a candy cane? Hitting her with a Christmas tree. But sometimes I see stuff, and this St. Louis man shot a guy at a KFC because they were out of corn. You heard me right. KFC, St. Louis, you're out of corn. What? that's that's it shows you the world we're living in right now is so crazy that that stuff doesn't surprise me that much. I mean, it should, but it doesn't. Someone posted this, and I have to say that some of the best fun I have, I work online, I'm online hours and hours per day between, looking at stuff and trying to find what I think is funny. And this will probably offend some people, but a guy wrote something to the extent of, for all you straight men out there, why don't you eat pussy? And there were comments, well, it's nasty, or I only, if she does me. But my favorite comment was, no one will let me do it. no one will let me. Lewis Black did a thing like that he's working on a home gynecology course, but he can't get anyone to come back to the lab. I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll take a look at it. I'm being so stupid. It's the holidays. You think I'd behave, but no, yeah, no one will let me. That's why he doesn't eat pussy, because no one will let him. No one will let me either. What do you call a fat girl on the phone? I Teletubby. I don't want to mess this guy's name up. Silvio Berlusconi. Silvio Berlusconi used to be the Italian prime minister. And he now owns a soccer club called AC Monza. And they're, you know, I guess they're not very good, whatever. But he said if they can beat one of the better teams in soccer, he will get the guys a bus full of prostitutes. Now, there's two parts to that. I guess Italy's different than the United States. If he wrote if a guy in the U.S. owned a soccer, yep, my guys win, I'm getting a bus full of prostitutes. He'd be out so quick. But the other part, I posted that on Facebook, and a friend of mine, Joel, asked, how does he sign up for the team? He wants to be on the team. He wants to get the busloads yodeling in the gully. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good time. Yeah, I know it's different in the, you know, here in the United States, you know, sex and women and men and the dictionary. Chris knows this. The dictionary this week redefined men and women. Johnny, I wish I had your look. Yeah, they did they're reassigning in the dictionary. Yep, a woman is. I stand by. I did a minute of a while back. A man has a schnutz and a woman has a doofengy. That's all you need. If anyone asks you, just say a man has a schnutz and a woman has a doofengy. On that note, I want to share. Johnny said it to me, and Chris knows me. The people like Kyle and my brother, obviously, people that know me. You know, I want to share, especially on Monday nights. I want to be honest, and I'm always honest. Okay, when I do my minutes and everything, I make sure I do my research. I want to be honest, but I did a joke. It's a joke I did a year or so ago, but I like the joke, and I went back and I did it again this week. And the joke is, I asked a homeless man if he liked house music, and that joke got 5,500 views. You know, I think it's near 6,000 views, and that's a lot of views. 6,000 views. You know, we're getting up on 6,000 views. That's a lot of views. And just to give you like a slice of what it's not that you want to know, but what it's like for me. I laid in bed that night and I was thinking, I wonder if there's, you know, maybe a disabled guy and dance music. No, nah, that doesn't work. That does, and I laid there and I kept thinking of all these scenarios because the reason I didn't go with disabled guy and dance music was because, you know, a disabled guy could like dance music. He'd just sit there, he'd bop along. But I decided not to do disabled dance music. And I went with, you know, I kept flipping this around in my brain. This is the crap that keeps me up at night. And finally, it was like an epiphany. I finally went to sleep when I had it. And it was, I decided I was going to do a new joke that was like that one. And it was, I said to a blind guy, do you see what I'm saying? And I thought in my mind that's the problem with doing comedy, where I thought that was my own. I made that up and it was my baby. I thought people will love that. I'll be the next. I'll be. I said to a blind guy, do you see what I'm saying? Well, and Johnny and Ghost Malone and all you people that try to do YouTube or social media. That joke did terrible. Nowhere near 5,000, maybe 500. And I was so bummed. And this is, and I didn't mean to go on a rant about this, but it's just I went. I like to spend Mondays doing topicality and doing jokes, but also share a little of what I'm going through here. I thought to myself, that joke is so good, it has to work. So today I posted it in Reddit, in the jokes thing on Reddit, and 2 or 3 people liked it. One guy wrote, "My wife and I are here. I just told her we both love it." And finally, someone wrote, "Error 40, not funny." And before you know it, my joke was removed. I said, "Oh my God." I guess I don't know shit. I don't know a fucking thing. I'm sorry. That's not easy. My, my, yeah, people are so mean. What's funny is that it actually had 5 upvotes because the guy wrote, it has 0 upvotes. But I think it's funny. Finally had 2, then had 5. And I almost think like they don't like somebody an outsider coming into our thing because all of a sudden it was removed. Why are you removing it? One other quick thing we're talking about YouTube. I saw a guy this week that did a 2.5 hour live stream. And I thought to myself, damn, you must be interesting as shit. I can't even fill a half hour. I try. I don't ever, right hand to God, I don't ever want to be on here just talking crap. How does someone do 2.5 hours? It's like the podcast. Now, if it's, David Spade or Dana Carvey or, whoever, a big comedian or something, I can maybe give him a half hour, but 2.5 hour podcast or two. And one other one, real quick, a guy asked me for my help. And I said to him, I said, well, if you're gonna do videos, you might want to put more light. You can barely see. Can't even see you. Well, now his videos are completely black. That would be called audio. You don't need YouTube for that. You can just do Spotify or something. Dumb asshole. I unsubscribed. I thought I can't help you. I tried to tell you if you're going to do. I mean, look at me. I know, but if you're going to do video, then do video. Put your face out there and do it. If not, then do audio. You got a great face for radio. I know. I'm going to do 2 more things, and then we're going to say good night. I thank you all very much. I just wanted to talk on one other thing, and then I got a couple of bad, evil jokes. I saw this week that I don't know in all, but TikTok on government phones is now I think they stopped it in some states or in certain. And then I was watching football Thursday night, and for the first time ever, I saw a TikTok video or TikTok commercial, and Tony Hawk was on this commercial. And I just thought, why is TikTok running commercials? My God, it's like the most, how, and many people over the last few years with Scotty, you need to do TikTok. I will never do TikTok. Never. I don't mean to sound like I have a huge heart on for China, but if China's going to go around and boast, we're the greatest, we're going to be the greatest well, then screw you. No, I'm an American. No, I don't do TikTok. I'll never do TikTok. And I think a lot of people are going to regret doing TikTok down the road. Enough of that. I'll do 2 nasty and evil jokes. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Buy a mug, buy a sweatshirt. Kelly Carpenter said she's going to buy a couple sweatshirts. I truly appreciate that. That's great stuff. Anytime, because it's not just about YouTube or This week, Facebook said I had one of my reels over 1,000 views or something. You kicked me off 9 times in 1 year. I don't give a shit. Johnny YouTubes, I was talking to you about that today. Instagram, Facebook. Johnny, you don't know this, but Facebook kicked me off 9 times. In other words, Facebook Meta kicked me off 9 times, but Instagram, I've never been kicked off. And it's the same jokes. Help me, I feel like I'm hypnotized. Oh, I was thinking about this with the border. I'm going to close with 2 things. I was laying awake last night. I was trying to think of the best description for what's going on at the border. And there was a movie many years ago, a Stephen King movie called Maximum Overdrive. And I don't know if any of you have ever seen that movie. But in the very beginning of that movie, a drawbridge is going up and down, and people are, and the guy looks at the other guys and says, "Can't you see we got a goddamn situation, you asshole?" I think that sums up the border right now with all the illegal immigrants. I'm going to do it again because I like it so much. Can't you see we got a goddamn situation, you asshole? that sums up the border right now. Yeah, it does. I'm going to do these 2 jokes. I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to make sure I roll through and say hi to everybody that was here. I'm sorry if I babbled. I really, Chris, you brought that up, to Chris, you write perfect. Hopefully I did perfect. I'm my own worst critic. Johnny, you'll find that the longer you do it, the picture may be right. The sound's not right. This isn't right. Kyle's very nice to me. After this, I'm going to talk to Kyle. And he always says, you got it down, or I do this, or I do that right. But, this is my 42nd one. I'm going, like a blind guy in an orgy. I'm feeling my way around trying to figure out what this thing is. I certainly enjoy making people laugh and having fun and doing my best every week. That's all I can do. And hopefully it'll grow and everyone will enjoy it. Let's do these last 2 jokes. How do you make a baby float? Well, 2 scoops baby and 1 scoop ice cream. Now, you do great, man. Thank you, Kyle. And I'm going to leave you with this one. And this is horrible. I should not do this joke, but I'm going to do it because I can. Can't you see we got a goddamn situation, you asshole? I want you all, whenever you get the opportunity, just, again, it's a Stephen King movie called Maximum Overdrive. And that has to be one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. What do you call a man at an abortion clinic? Relieved. Now, kids. Let me say goodnight to everybody. I thank you all so very much from the bottom of my heart. Have a wonderful holiday. I'll be back here Monday the 26th. One last thought because I want to say this. I love football. I love NFL football. And tonight, the Rams and the Green Bay Packers play. Now you have Aaron Rodgers, who he's pretty controversial with the shit that he's done. And then you have Baker Mayfield. And if you don't know this, Baker Mayfield and his girlfriend or his wife, Emily, said that they saw a UFO. And I honestly think in my heart of hearts, that's why Baker Mayfield isn't in Cleveland anymore. Think about that for a second. You make millions of dollars for a company, the Cleveland Browns, and you come out and you say, yeah, we saw a UFO. Hold on. Pump the brakes there, Baker. So anyway, I love Baker Mayfield. I'm rooting for the LA Rams tonight and Baker Mayfield. Let me say goodnight to everybody that's here. Rufus Puff, Merry Christmas, Rufus Puffs. Kyle Blythe, thank you. Christine, as always, you're my friend. I hope I did well. It's all about having fun. Keep it up. Kyle, I mentioned. Let me see who's here. I missed somebody, I think. Rufus Puffs, Yellow Feet Purple. Yellow Feet Purple's brand new. I just got her or him. I'm so thankful. AO7, always a pleasure, my friend. Johnny is everyone. Well, Yellow Feet Purple. Right there. My brother Ed was here. Kitten Mitten. I remember Kitten Mitten from Instagram, I think. If I missed you, I'm sorry, Ed. Thank you for being here. Everyone, thank you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Again, I'll call my friend Jehovah's Witness on Sunday and tell her Merry Sunday. And I'll see you guys next Monday if you feel like it. I will be doing a show next Monday, the 26th. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I love you all. Thank you very much for supporting me, and have a good one.